Hey guys, what's up? This is Rob with One Star Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Today is Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day. I know there's a hurricane coming through the Gulf right now, so hope everybody is safe. Today we're going to review this power bank I got from INIU. It's a PD 20 watt, 20,000 milliamp power bank. This is it right here. You can get it from Amazon. I got it a couple weeks ago on a sale. I think I paid $33 for it. And then I find out today that it's actually cheaper than that. So right now you can get it for $29, another 9% savings. So if you wanted to grab this thing, go for it. I definitely recommend this. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute, but let me go over all the specs. This is again a 20,000 milliamp charger. This thing's a beast, guys. You can see the size of this thing. It's I don't know, about 4 inches this way, about 2.5 this way. Just give you an idea of how big this is. This is my iPhone. Wow, that was not good. This is my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, Alpha Omega Supreme. All right, so this is about the size of that comparatively. Right? So it's not super small, like it's super, like the size is, the length and the width is kind of small, but it's kind of thick, right? It's 20,000 milliamps. So it could roughly charge this phone, this phone has a 5,000 milliamp battery. It could roughly charge it 4 times, right? So this thing's a power beast. So let's go over the specs real quick. Let's see, let's go through here. Actually, I'll just tell you what they are. It says it can charge your phone up to 71% in 30 minutes. There are 2 outputs on here that are USB-A, and they're 22.5 watts each. And then you have a Type-C charger here as well, and it also claims to get to 22.5. And I'll show you the difference between the 3 in just a second. So anyway, this thing's pretty cool. The cool thing I like about this is not that it has a flashlight, because it has a flashlight, just in case you need one. But you can actually charge the power bank with Type-C here, but you could also charge devices with it too. So it's an in and an out, and I'll show you that in a second. But anyway, pretty sleek design. It's matte finish, so no fingerprints. This right here I don't like, because it's clear. It's like a clear, plastic glass, and this does get fingerprints too. And of course, this thing, so even though it's a matte finish, if you have like greasy hands or whatever, it'll still get on it. But just off the touch, no fingerprints. All right, now what you get in the box, you get obviously your power bank, and then you also get this nice pouch in case you need it for traveling. You get this card, and then owner's manual right here, and then you get one really short Type-C, USB Type-C to USB-A charging cable. You could use this to charge the device, meaning you can plug this into the Type-C plug-in right here and then plug this into a power brick, or you can actually use this as a plug this into Type A, and then you can charge a device with this too. All right, so simple and straightforward. All I got to do is press this button right here. You got one button on the side. If you can see it, it's right there. Turn it on, it'll tell you the percentage. I will tell you, this thing took forever to charge. It came out of the box around 60%, I think, which is cool. I like how these devices aren't like completely dead. You can actually use it right out of the box. But I plugged it into the wall, I plugged it in everywhere, and I'm telling you, it took like overnight. I mean, it took forever. So if there's one ding about this, I know it's 20,000 milliamps, but it shouldn't take that long to charge. And it really took a long time. Probably, if I had to guess, between 8 and 10 hours. It was just insane how long it took to do it. But this thing packs a punch. All right, so let's go over the features again. The flashlight, you just actually double click. Here's the light right here. So if you double press, you get this little light that, if you need it, I don't know why you would need it, but it's there for a reason. So if you happen to need that flashlight, it's cool. Anyway, so you have your USB-A right here. They're supposed to be both rated at 22.5. I'll show you the difference in a second. And then you got your Type-C right there. And we've already gone over everything else. All right, so without further ado, I'm not gonna show you like charging speeds and all that stuff, because it's, it's gonna be relative to your device and everything. I just want to show you the difference between the different outlets, okay, so, or the different output ports. So I'm going to plug in my Galaxy here, and the thing about whether it's Android or Samsung or whoever, it'll kind of tell you right here once you plug it in how long it takes to fully charge the battery. So we're just going to go off of that. I mean, I'm at 83% here, and this battery's a beast, so it lasts all day. But once I plug it into this, I'll show you what it actually says for the ETA. So I'm going to plug it in the first one, which is out one, right there, and immediately it's going to show you the battery percentage. And then as you can see right here, it says 26 minutes until full. Okay, so that's pretty good. It charges up pretty quick, 22 and a half. Again, pretty quick is very relative. This is a 45 watt fast charging phone, which is not fast either. It's faster than any iPhone, but it's still pretty slow. But if you're in a pinch, like I said, if you got this thing, it still charges up decently fast. All right, so that was 26 minutes until full. I'm gonna unplug it, and I'm gonna plug it in the output 2. And let's see what it says. Again, this is not scientific. This is just going off the battery app that's on this phone. Ooh, I missed it. Okay, right there. So you can see on this side, it says 28. So 28 minutes until full. So it's a little bit slower. You know, it's not exact. And again, the science behind how this battery app determines how long it takes is subjective too. I'm just giving you a side-by-side comparison so that you see it. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna do a Type-C connection to Type-C. And then I'll show you why I like the Type-C connection the best. Okay, so I have a Type-C to Type-C wire here. I'm gonna plug it into the Type-C. Same thing back on the phone. And remember, the output of 1 was 26 minutes, output 2 was 28. All right, plugged it in. And you can see it's 26, okay? So it's about the same speed as the first one. I do love the versatility of having the Type-C here too, and I'll show you that in a minute. It doesn't matter, you know, which one you plug it into, you're gonna get juice, but we're gonna be able to charge 3 devices at once, okay? And again, it's gonna, 20,000 milliamps, more than enough to power all your devices, you know, not laptops, but you know, all your phones, tablets, earbuds, whatever you got that's small for the day, and then you can just let this thing charge up overnight. Okay, so I got the Type-C connected to here. Let's see. Okay, I'll leave this one right here. And you can see this is still charging. I got a iPhone 6 right here, and I'm gonna plug that into, let's go output 1. All right, and then I know it's an iPhone 6. Look, I support both sides, guys. All right, so you can see that's charging as well. And I got a pair of Sennheiser Momentum 3s. Say what you will, I have not had a very good experience with these earbuds. They are currently messed up, something with the software. Can't get it working right, but it is what it is. I spent 250 bucks on it, and they're supposed to be the best, one of the best noise canceling and best earbuds on the market. Not for me. So I'm sorry about that. If y'all have comments about that, anybody else having software issues where like the ears are like, they're whistling and they're crackling, you know, when I turn on the ANC. Anyway, don't want to go on a rant on these, but anyway, just showing you. Lights on, charging here, and charging here. Right, you can see charging right there. Well, actually, hold on a second. This one is not charging. This one is charging. This one, for some reason, is not charging. Let me see what's going on. Maybe you can't plug in all 3. Okay, let me do that. Plug it back in. Okay, light's on there. Light is not on the Samsung, so that's interesting. Light is on this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap the iPhone and the Samsung. I'll just swap the outlets here. Oops. All right, so I'm going to, maybe the Type-C does not, maybe if you have both of these Type A's going, you can't also charge the Type-C. So that could be an interesting thing there. And if that's the case, you can't do all three of them. Okay, so this is on, that's charging, okay. And then so if I introduce a third, and I'll use the headphones here, the earbuds with the Type-C, let's see what happens. This is interesting, guys. This is why we do this. I don't want to mislead you here. Okay, so the earbuds are charging, iPhone's charging, and the Galaxy is charging too. Okay, you can see that right there. Okay, so I guess what we found out here is that maybe the Type-C, when you got 3 sets going here, the Type-C's maybe has to have a lower charging speed, and maybe it's not enough to charge this thing. Because you know, headphones, earbuds require a little less, I mean, they're not gonna do 22.5 watts of charging. It'll temper it down because, you know, it doesn't take much to charge these up, and you don't wanna overheat anything and overpower the charging here. So I gotta say that's what it is. Y'all put in the comments if you know any more about how that runs, but it sounds like that's the case. But in essence, what I'm trying to say is you can still charge 2 devices on the USB-A, and then you can still charge something maybe smaller on this one. But it doesn't look like you can charge a mega device on that Type-C if you have all 3 of them going, okay? So here you can see all 3 of them going, all of them charging. You can see I'm down to 98%. This thing will charge all these things easily, and you'll have a ton of battery left on this. It might get to like 90%, and it'll charge all these devices completely. So it's very efficient on that. The only drawback, guys, that I said was that it takes forever to charge the actual power bank to get that going. But other than that, for 32 bucks or 29 if you take advantage of it right now, great buy. Again, this pouch is kind of handy too. I didn't use it for my travel, but it'll keep it from getting scratched up and, you know, all that stuff, because I have everything in a big travel bag. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. This is Rob with 1-Star Reviews. Stay safe. God bless you. Do yourself a favor. Love your neighbor. And I'll see you next time.